The daughter of the richest man was begging the beggar in front of her. Only so, the beggar would agree to let her marry him. The rich man beside them even promised, as long as he was willing to marry his second daughter, he would give him half of his fortune. Even if the beggar was willing, he could even marry both of his daughters to the beggar. The reason the rich man insisted so much was because just a moment ago, the beggar had used his medical skills to save his eldest daughter, and before that, the rich man had already issued a nationwide announcement. Whoever could save his eldest daughter would become his son-in-law and inherit his estate. Countless doctors came to treat her, but only the beggar succeeded in saving his daughter. But facing the rich man's fortune and his two beautiful daughters, the beggar refused. He said he was already engaged to a woman. He could not break his promise. So without waiting for the rich man to plead again and again, he left directly. But what the beggar did not know was that right after he left, the rich man's eldest daughter woke up. After learning it was the beggar who saved her, she fell in love with the beggar because she had once sworn that she would marry the one who cured her illness. Meanwhile, the beggar had just returned home, only to be greeted by his fiancée Susan, breaking off their engagement, just because Susan despised his poverty. So she told the man she had already found someone who could bring her wealth and was about to get married, so she forced him to end the engagement and not bother her again. She accused the man of being unambitious, that after so many years he was still just a beggar. She bragged about the man she was about to marry, who was the president of a publicly traded company, and invited him to attend her wedding with her fiancé. The man was deeply hurt because the one Susan was about to marry was none other than his best friend John. What made him even angrier was the reason John had been able to succeed was because of the man's support behind the scenes. The double betrayal of John and Susan made the man feel humiliated. He wanted to teach them both a lesson, so he told Susan he would attend her wedding and he would give them a big gift at the wedding. Then he kicked Susan out. Susan wasn't worried at all, relying on the fact her fiancé was a president. She simply did not take the man's warning seriously, but what she did not know was that besides being skilled in medicine, the man had another identity. He was actually the richest man in the world, and his company had already become #1 in the world. And the reason the man disguised himself as a beggar was because he found his wealthy life too boring, so he pretended to be a beggar to amuse himself. But because of this, he discovered Susan's true nature in time. Meanwhile, John and Susan, who had left, had already planned that on the wedding day, they would reveal the man was a beggar, announce it to everyone, and make him a laughingstock. Time quickly passed to the wedding day. John was very proud, because just a moment ago, he had unexpectedly learned his company was about to cooperate with the #1 company in the world. Everyone was very envious. After all, that company had never cooperated with any smaller company, and now it had chosen John's small company. Everyone's envy satisfied John's vanity, so the wedding with Susan was held under everyone's compliments. But just then, the man suddenly appeared, interrupting John and Susan's wedding. He told everyone about Susan and John's betrayal of him, and he brought out the marriage contract between him and Susan. John wasn't flustered at all. He accused the man of being nothing but a beggar. What did he have to fight with him? The man regretted helping John before. He told John it was only because of his help behind the scenes that John could even start his company. John didn't believe it. He mocked the man for lying, and to make him look bad, he even released a video of the man as a beggar. Susan was very proud. She even stirred up the crowd, blaming the broken engagement on the man, accusing him of making her suffer. John told the man that his current status was something the man could never match. He demanded the man apologize to him. His arrogance disappointed the man, but he still planned to give John one more chance. As long as John apologized to him, he would forgive him. Otherwise, he would take back all his help to John and send John back to his poor life. And the reason the man gave John so many chances was because he longed for friendship, because even though he had wealth and status, he still felt lonely, and his only friend was John. He didn't want to lose that friendship, but John disappointed the man once again, because not only did John not feel guilty, he even saw the man dare to threaten him. So he called the security guards to have the man beaten up just as they were about to strike. The banquet hall doors opened, a group of bodyguards came in carrying gifts, and the woman walking in the middle was none other than the rich man's eldest daughter whom he had saved. To everyone's shock, The next second, the rich man's eldest daughter knelt before the man and begged him to marry her. The man helped her up. He once again refused her, only because he hadn't finished handling his matters. But unexpectedly, the eldest daughter declared that she had already sworn she would only marry the one who cured her illness. Her sincerity moved the man deeply. Just then, Susan once again played the video of the man as a beggar, saying that the man was just a beggar and mocking him. Susan didn't care at all. She told everyone she was the daughter of the richest man in the country and spoke up for the man. Unexpectedly, Susan didn't believe it. She directly said the eldest daughter was lying, because how could the daughter of the richest man possibly marry a beggar? But what no one expected was, the eldest daughter brought out her gift the next second. It was actually half of the richest man's fortune.